My name is Bob Friedenthal. On LinkedIn, I'm Karen, C-A-R-Y-N, and Bob Friedenthal. I've been on the internet for over 30 years. I got started when there was only something like 30 or 60 million people in the entire world on the internet. I had a computer company, and I told my partner that this is going to be the next big thing, and this is where I'm going. So he wanted to retire. He gave me a year and 9 months to take over a massive amount of overhead. And I always tell people that I pulled that off by the skin on my teeth. So it's always about discovering and inventing something new, right? So that's the key. By the way, Phil, do you ever work with a company as big as $50 million, worth 50 million?
Actually, no. That's a little bit. It's off my radar screen. Generally, space I'm in is usually $500,000 to about 20 million in sales. Done some larger deals, a bit larger than that, but 50 million. You get really into private equity groups and boutique investment banking firms basically dominate in that space.
Well, if you know of anybody that you would recommend, I've got somebody that is interested.
Happy to give you some referrals to some good, depending on the type of business, just let me know. We can talk afterwards.
Okay. It's a technology company. So
you bet.
He does advertising and technology stuff, and he deals with big boys out there and all that good stuff. Okay, so getting back, gang. So if you type in, I just typed this in. I just went into Google and typed in study on referrals. And the second link down just asked the Power of Referrals Forbes. They repeated the same statement that I've been making for years and years, and there's actually Harvard Business Review, Forbes magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, all say that over 60% of most people's business comes from referrals. Let's see a show of hands. How many of you get your business by referral? All right. All right. I think everybody raised their hand, didn't they? Anybody not raise their hand? Twyla, where do you get your business from?
I raised my hand, referrals, but not only referrals.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
so true. And then Michael?
I think Abby flapped her wings a little. So.
That's funny. That's funny.
That.
I love
That's
that.
awesome.
Michael Hecht, where do you get your business from?
Referrals and networking events.
Okay, and how about you, Corey?
Referrals, networking events, too. So that's me as well, and online.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm gonna show. Years ago, I had created what I call the Mycity referral software, and a number of people are using it. When you're known as a person that gives referrals, everybody wants to be your friend. Agreed? Raise your hands. Okay. All right, so that's the key to this whole process, is giving referrals. So I'm going to share a screen, and I am going to Chrome, iPhone table. Let's see, Safari, post attendees. None of these, Firefox. Hang on a second. Study. Chrome. I just got to figure out a screen that I want to show everybody.
Okay, while you're setting that up, a couple people came in after you started speaking. So today, Bob will be our featured speaker discussing networking using the Mycity software. And then we'll do our 1-minute elevator pitch afterwards. So please stick around.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out a screen that he's using. This is not it. This is not it. Now let's see what happens here.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going to go into, this will work. Where am I going? Where am I going? So what happens is when people give referrals, my famous statement is everybody wants to be your friend. They want to rub shoulders with you, right? So what happens?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, say again?
No, I agree. Everyone wants something when they want to be your friend.
Aaron, you've been in a number of networking groups, right?
Yes, I have.
And you get most of your business by referral nowadays?
Pretty much.
That's the name of the game. Come
Mm.
on. Why is this not doing this? Okay, so here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, can you see my screen now?
I can.
I can.
Yeah, I can see just fine, Bob.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
So
we got you.
this link is called the Referral Wizard. And you can get to the Referral Wizard via your LinkedIn, and you could search for people by vocations to refer. Or I'll just simplify it by just saying, if you know the person to introduce, switch to this. So I'm going to introduce Eric Dickens. To let's see, Scott Harrell. Right there. I'm going to go to the summary, because the first thing you're going to do is you want to send them a message. So I just did. Right there. Okay, so what happens is that goes into an admin screen, and it's reviewed for adequacy, and then it goes out. So Marie's in charge of that stuff. And let's see if I can show that real quickly. Maybe I cannot. Too much of a pain to do that. So I'm not going to.
I'm just looking at a search registered member screen. Are you am I anyone else seeing the same thing?
Yes, I'm seeing the same thing.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we're looking at a search registered member screen. That's what I'm looking at.
Let's do this.
And I've got Mycity up. Mine says search your existing contacts. I'm not sure if we have different versions.
Might be. So hold on a second. I'm not sure what's happening here. So yeah, you're going through an admin screen to get into this all resides on mycity.com. And I'm trying to pull myself up. So, so you didn't see, who has search your existing contacts? How many of you have that? One,
I'm not seeing that right now.
who said that? Bill?
Phil, yes.
So you're going through an admin. Oh, this is interesting.
We're only seeing your browser. We're not seeing the full screen. So we don't see the other things that you pop up.
Okay, so who said that?
That was Abby.
Okay.
If we
Okay,
see the full screen, then we see the pop-ups from the website.
okay, I'll have.
What is it you want us to see, Bob?
Well, I wanted to show them how we simply do the referral. And
Bob,
I think
when you're showing your screen, are you choosing the entire screen or just your desktop, or did they give you choices of which screens you can select?
it should be changing the entire screen.
No, it's
Yeah,
only
I'm
showing
seeing
the browser.
you're scrolling up and down a little bit right now where it says search registered member
Search
with your name typed in.
Huh.
Is that the
Bob, I'd
screen you
say
want to be on?
if I can, in the interest of time, why don't we go ahead and start everybody introductions and go around, and maybe you can
Good idea.
figure out if we
Good
can
idea.
do this, or we'll do it on the next meeting. We'll get it sorted so we're in sync here, but
Yeah.
time is short.
Yeah, go for it. So who's starting? Bill, you want to go first?
Sure, I'm happy to. Good morning, everyone. Phil Wolfstein, a certified business broker with Zoom Business Brokers. What I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business, and is a really important process that any owner, operator, entrepreneurs eventually is going to face in their life here, or they're just going to die at their desk working. You can take those two choices, but the planning for an exit, having an exit strategy, thinking about how you're going to transition out and sell your business and move into retirement, the next stage of your life, is a really big deal. It's a big emotional decision. It's maybe one of the biggest financial decisions you'll make in your life. And when you get to the point where you're ready, that business owner or seller is ready to go to sell, I'm the guy that does a broker opinion of value. What is the business worth? In today's market, on a qualified buyer, to answer that question, and then list the business, take on a representation, market the business, vet the buyers, go through due diligence, conditions release, write the offers, of course, into a conditions release, work with the landlords or with the seller for the property sale or a new long-term lease, and then into an escrow and a close. And as you can kind of get from that, it's about a 7 to 9 month process typically. And in my case, it always involves working with professionals like we have in this networking meeting, and that I've developed some great relationships with regarding business coaching, business advisory services, tax services on the front side, planning, working with CPAs, and then on going through that process with financial advisors and experts, whether it's insurance, medical benefits, financial planning, and tax for the after tax consequences of what to do with that money into retirement. So I'm part of a team, always, depending on the size of the business. That's what I do.
Beautiful. Are there any particular vocations that you're focusing on? Any kind of business industries?
Of vocations, I tend to specialize in manufacturing. That's, if I understand your question correctly, Bob. So, precision machine shops, manufacturing are my. That said, I handle a wide range of businesses: electrical engineering company, a bookkeeping and accounting firm, staffing agency. But my focus is really on manufacturing businesses.
Got it. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let's go on to the next person. Who's up next?
Russell Lookadoo.
There you go.
Good morning, folks. It's Russell Kudu, the HR guy for small business. I work with the business owner to align their team with their dream. Kind of piggyback on what Phil said, one of the things that happens when new owners into a business is they go into the business and they don't know each other as well as they think to do, or they know each other so well they make assumptions. And I have a 13 module process called the partnership chartering that I've used to help that new company get off to the right start in terms of interpersonal awareness, knowledge, decision-making, how to deal with money, how to create ownership opportunities. It's a really fascinating process. I just started with an engineering firm, third generation, fourth generation doesn't want the business. So we're trying to figure out how to bring in non-family owners. If not, probably call Phil to let's sell it.
There you go. Thank you. By the way, everybody, make sure you put your information in the chat room. All right.
Yeah. So I'm looking to meet.
Okay, next.
Yeah,
Sorry.
looking to meet business owners, and those people business owners trust, such as their CPA, insurance agent, business lawyer, things like that. So it's a matter of transferring, and I'd love to meet those other fractional support team members.
Great. All right.
Thank you, Russell. Abby, Cassie Cripps.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to start off with a question. What would happen if your computer broke down right now, and how would it affect your business? I'm flying in from tech heaven to give your computer more life. And I am Abby, your computer angel, and I'm omnipresent and can work on your computer from anywhere. Let me turn your computer frowns into smiles. I'm very versed on operating systems like Windows, Mac, and Linux, and also many software, hardware, and safety options. Let me bring your tech issues that are overwhelming you and book a call with me, and I'll fly in to help you. I have an offer of basically 10% off for my professional monthly plan, where I keep up your computer performing well and make sure everything is tip-top so that we can make sure your computer doesn't suddenly crash one day. And is 10% off the yearly price. Thank you.
There any particular industries that seem to attract you more than others?
Well, not in industries, no. It tends to be business women who are using their computers heavily every day. But I'm not limited to that. It's just the way it falls in my plate.
Got it.
Okay, great. Next
Do you
up,
do cybersecurity?
Kalechi. Oh, somebody have a question?
Actually, that was me that was going to ask the question, but
Oh,
yeah, I'll
okay,
go ahead and do
perfect.
both. Yeah, it was for
you're
Abby.
next.
Do you do cybersecurity at all?
Yes, I do. I do
Okay.
cybersecurity for individuals and small business. I have an economical approach to give everybody cybersecurity, a sphere of protection for everyone.
Great. Cool. Definitely. Thanks. I'll be getting in touch with you because I need those services right now. Hi, my name's Kalechi. Definitely. Hello, everybody. My name's Kalechi Amati. I'm the CEO and founder of NetCozy Holdings Incorporated, which is NetCozy 2050 Motorsports and NetCozy 50 Homes and Luxury Properties. We do 20 to 50% off the market price for any property or project on the market related to real estate or off-market property. So if the property costs $2 million, we get the same property for the buyers of between $1 million to $1.6 million. And they end up saving $400,000 to $1 million total in savings. We've been working for to do some new stuff right now. We got some new services that we're offering pretty much. And we're also actually, I'm going to be somebody that definitely has something to say about referrals, because we've gotten like $180,000 in referrals so far over the past like 3 or 4 days for a guy that actually was like a referral engine. He actually he's bought a car himself, or is buying a car through us himself, And then he's brought like, like people, like lined like 2 other people so far, but he's got like probably about 3 or 4 like, tucked in that he wants to, get cars too. But, those other 2 people are getting cars too. So one's getting a Trackhawk, the other one's getting a like a regular Jeep, and then he's getting like a Lincoln. So, and they're all getting theirs for 50% off. So it's bringing us in like $90,000. So just off those 3 vehicles, from doing it how we do it. So definitely, like I said, we're pretty psyched up about the whole thing.
Okay, fantastic. We're gonna have to move on, everybody, because we're gonna run out of time. So Sally Gimmon, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all? I officially have been banned from LinkedIn because I had too many violations, which I don't know what it's about. But I helped 1099 incomes save at least 70% on their federal taxes year after year. If you're an investor, you will never pay capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rental income, and royalties. I put in chat, I'm doing a major speech and I have a new Facebook page, and I'm trying to get back on LinkedIn. So thank you for having Mycity, because it's saving me right now, because this has been almost 4 weeks. Today's 4 weeks since I got the first message from LinkedIn, and I don't know what's going on. So thank you very much, everyone.
And you have a moment. So Sally, who do you want to connect with?
I work with, today's post was about a business broker who made $1,200 because the person selling the business saved the 15 or 20% in capital gains. They got beneficial trust. And then the business broker also talked to the gentleman who bought the HVAC company to save 1099 income. So anyone you know who is doing anything with taxes. I have NFT artists who are making millions of dollars in a meta world saving taxes. I have real estate investors saving taxes. Crypto people saving taxes. I do have a JV agreement where I do pay you $600 when I get paid. So that's why I do work with business brokers quite a bit.
Awesome. Okay, thank you very much. Twyla Grigsby, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? My name is Twyla Grigsby, and the #1 crisis in the United States is financial literacy. A lot of us, I won't say a lot of us, I'll say 99% of the country, there's a lot of things that they have not been taught, and it started in your own family. Everything starts from home. So the mission is, or the movement is, no family left behind, not one single person left behind. And I'm out to, me and my team, to teach families about how money works, where the money is, and how we can help make them more money. And there's 2 sides to this coin. Having relocated back home from, and I lived in the Long Beach, Cerritos area. I came home a few years ago to Dayton, Ohio. And what I realized, there's a lot of businesses, small businesses, I think it's over 15 million, who are unaware of the ERC. They don't even know what it is, and they don't know if they qualify or if they can, I guess, get those credits to get the grants. So I'm working with small businesses, and also another crisis is the student loan. Congress, I guess they blocked the forgiveness, but there's a lot of young people out there who have student loans, and they have to start paying those back October the 1st. And I want to help them, if possible, to alleviate the payments that they may incur starting October the 1st. So I'm looking for small businesses. When I say small, 3 to 10 employees who were able to retain their W-2s in 2020 and 2021 to help them recoup some of the money that they may have lost, and help our young people, our millennials, get rid of some of that student loan debt. Create some
Awesome.
Create some wealth for themselves.
Okay, thank you, Twyla. Michael Heck, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can I be pushed back for a little bit? I have to do something right now.
Oh, sure, no problem. Okay, we'll move on to Burke Franklin. Good morning, Burke.
Good morning, everyone. Burke Franklin, Business Power Tools up in Santa Barbara, California. Business Power Tools is an online dashboard full of done-for-you templates for writing business plans, employee handbooks, marketing plans, safety plans. It's all that stuff most business owners just don't seem to ever get around to, or don't know how to do. And what we've done is we've made it easy for you to put these together. The business plan is completely scripted, so it inspires you with what to say your way. There's a financial model to help you figure out what the business is going to be worth. Been talking to Phil about this as well. It's great for people selling their business, all the way from, most people think business plans are for startups. That's nice, they are. But it evolves into a strategic plan, your playbook, your operating plan, whatever you want to call it. It's that document you need for everybody can contribute to it and be on the same page, so you know what you're doing in your business without the crazy making stuff of running around or keeping it all in your head. So the Business Plan Builder is my flagship product at businesspowertools.com. And if you need a business plan, knowing someone who does, or someone mentions, I need to raise capital, I'm selling my business, I'm going crazy, whatever, they need to get the business under control, especially these days. This coming up fourth quarter is going to be strategic planning. Business plan's perfect for that. So businesspowertools.com. Thanks.
Thank you, Burke. Appreciate it. Good morning, Paul Valak. Valak, sorry, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's Valak.
Valak, got it. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. Coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, where we're finally getting under that 110 degrees. So if you miss the heat, and they say there's monsoons, but yeah, sure, okay. I am the chief prompt engineer for PMV Productions. The world is run by prompts today, and those prompts generate content. That content comes in the form of ChatGPT. That content comes from Midjourney. There is a way of doing that. I have a program for teaching ChatGPT, and that will be on, there'll be a seminar on that on September, that first Tuesday, I believe that's the 4th. And then also I teach classes on any of those social media platforms such as ChatGPT, Midjourney, and all that. It's at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and 3 p.m. for those Aussies that wake up at 8 a.m. So anyhow, that's what I do. I've got 20 years plus experience in teaching, but look, ChatGPT is not just to create the content and post it. Got to do some other things to it, and once you do those things, your business will flourish because people will see the content that they are looking for. So get a hold of me, be happy to answer any questions. Thank you very much for listening.
Can you post the info about that webinar on the chat, please, Paul?
I don't have the link to that, but it is in my, just in the information I posted at the top. That send me an email at Paul at PMV Productions Seminar, and I'll make sure you get a email once the time has been set.
Very good. Thank you so much. Good to have you here. Good morning, Eric Dickens.
Good morning, one and all. Happy to be here Friday morning. I am a home and business renewable energy consultant. What I do is basically help everyone you know to be home or business save probably under the biggest bill probably in the summer right now. Utility is the worst for most folks that I know. I talk to almost every day. What that means looks like for you and everyone you know. It's not just solar what I do. I have with home improvements, anything in your bucket list. I call it a honey-do list. My wife calls it. We all have them, and I can include that as well. Any project you got going on with renewable energy product space, because the government is allowing us to, and the programs work, and it saves everyone money. Great tax benefits. You can't get tax benefits on your home. Your business easy, but home you can't. So it saves you money in the beginning, middle, and end. Become owners of your power instead of renting. Fun fact: most people don't know that most of their bill they're paying, whatever it is, if it's utility, it's 60 to 80% is just fees. You're not even paying for electricity. It's just part of the monopoly. But I get people off that for zero out of pocket. They're not paying not one dime. I'll have a program, no credit, no credit, no financing, no debt whatsoever. So that's great for this inflationary, this crazy times that we're always talking about now, how everything's going up. Well, this is one you don't have to worry about, and lock it in and pay it off if you like. Quick. For one of my folks in Chino out here where I am in LA, her bill was $750 last month. Have her on a fixed payment of $228 on electricity, she has a pool, she has a spa, she has a house. But the point is that's a lot of money, a lot of savings, and great tax benefits she's getting for just switching to the sun and taking care and saving the planet. Look forward to helping anyone out, and call me the perfect medicine for Edison. That's one of our utilities, but any utility you got, yeah, I can help out. Thanks.
Thank you, Eric. Good morning, Phyllis. My friend Phyllis, how are you?
I am fabulous. I live in Florida and we finally got rain. Yay. I'm so excited. My plants are so happy. So I have good news and I have bad news for you. The bad news is credit card debt has reached an all-time high of $1 trillion or more. Your mortgage interest rates are going up. Student loan debt, who knows what they're going to be doing with that. But the good news is I have a software system that's like nothing else out there. We take your debt, be it mortgage, car payments, credit card, student loan debt, anything you're actively paying on, and we show you through a free analysis how you pay it off in a third to a half of the time using no extra money. And my software is so good, I can give you an exact month, day, and year that you're going to be out of debt. Not around this time, not sometime in the future, exact. And we warranty that date, provided, of course, that you work the program. So good referrals I'm always looking for is that family member or that friend of yours that you know has active debt, especially right now with student loan debt. Like Twyla said, come October, things are going to really be stressful on the student loan debt side. I put my information in chat. I would love to connect with you guys, do a free analysis, see what we can do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phyllis. Corey Northington, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Bob, for hosting once again. My name is Corey Northington. I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield, ID Shield. So I help empower individuals, families, and small business owners with legal and identity theft coverages. So on a personal side, if you're trying to get your will done, I like to help protect your business and everything for as you grow it and everything. You might want to turn it down, bring it over to your kids or grandkids or business partners and everything else. And having a will can be very powerful, and also a trust too, which we help as well. So also for business owners, I got employees or 1099 independent contractors. We can also do volunteer group benefits as well. So with that, I left my information in the chat. Be glad to set up any one-on-ones. I also like to connect business owners to others in my network. So I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity to speak once again, Bob and Scott. So I hope y'all are all having a great Friday and be safe and continue success to you. I'll turn it back over to you guys.
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. Good morning, Aaron Albuquerque.
Morning, everyone. Aaron Albuquerque, Bookkeeping. I've been doing bookkeeping, production accounting for close to 35 years now. I am QuickBooks Pro certified for both desktop and online. So I do come to you, which I prefer because of confidentiality. And also, if I have questions, you're there, I'm there, or you have someone there that can answer it for you. And I agree, fourth quarter is literally starting in 2 weeks, beginning of September, which is literally 2 weeks away, Labor Day weekend. So I like to get, in there and try to get people's, corporate and maybe personal stuff done. So come January 1st, you could go see your CPA, hopefully everything organized and whatever else, and just kind of go from there. As I said, I do come to you and to get stuff done. So Aaron Albuquerque, Bookkeeping.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. Betty Withrow, good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. I'm Betty Withrow, the Writer's Launchpad. I do all kinds of writing things, ranging from ghostwriting through content creation, editing, author coaching, video scripting, and collaboration for marketing efforts with my buddies at Total Traffic and Conversion, where we provide business owners with unique marketing solutions that give them what they really need, not what somebody else told them they need. We interview them carefully to find out what they really need and make that happen. If you know somebody, or you are that person who has a ton of knowledge that the world could benefit from learning about, maybe you don't feel like writing a big book, but you could write a series of smaller books. Like I just started a project with a very experienced female jet pilot who is now retired from that and is a speaker on aviation safety for students and other aviation groups. We're going to do a series of little booklets for targeted audiences. So maybe you know somebody, or you are that person who has a segmented audience and would like to put out some materials, some content on different platforms to educate your market and provide value of your knowledge to the world. That's who I'm looking for. And thank you for everything. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you very much, Betty. Michael, are you ready now?
I am, thank you.
Okay, great. Go for it.
Awesome. Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Heck, and I am a financial professional at New York Life. Along with that, I do a lot of helping people prepare for their future. I want to be here for you every step of the way in retirement planning, disability planning, and just helping in any way, shape I can feel. A lot of things I help people with is group disability for small businesses. And I work a lot with accountants, CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, wealth advisors. And I'm really excited just to meet people. And small niche I have that I really do is I like to work with military professionals to kind of help support them for what they do.
Okay, awesome. All right, I think we've heard from everybody except me. So I'll quickly say, hi, I'm Scott Harrell. My business is Lifetree Prosperity. I'm a consultant and advisor for small business, specializing in overhead cost reduction strategies. And I also do life, health, and Medicare insurance. We're coming up on the open enrollment quarter for Medicare soon. So if you know anybody who's turning 65 or looking to change their Medicare, that's one of my specialties. And I also want to meet business owners with brick and mortar buildings who have 5 to 10 employees. And there are many programs available that can help them reduce their overhead costs. Thank you very much. Bob, did you want to quickly try to go back to the Mycity thing? And then I also want to give a moment to Phil. He's got a proposal that I think we could. Why don't we, Phil, can you take it away, talk about what you're posted here, and then we'll go back to Bob.
Sure, very quickly. And what I wanted to do was just to run a test this morning. I did a post on LinkedIn, and what it is, it's really an informational piece about the fact that there are certified business brokers. Believe it or not, 80% of business, a vast majority of business owners don't even know that business brokers exist to help them with the sales process. And obviously that would work them into the professional advisors and financial wealth advisors and so forth. Additionally, what I did was I wrote a small piece and posted it saying, this is what a certified business broker is and what they can do for you. Put it up on LinkedIn. And what I want to do is see, it's kind of a test here to see if I can get that message out. It's more sort of an informational thing. And I'm thinking, feel free if you can I put the post in there a couple times in the chat. If you can take that link, go in and repost it, and feel free to put your name and information at the top, insurance services, HR services, whatever. I mean, any type of what you do, to put that at the top and repost it. Want to see is I'm interested to see how much that gets, if that generates referrals and inquiries and interest, and anyone that refers and I get an inquiry back on that might help internally to do more referrals ourselves. So it's kind of a test this morning, if you can do that.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. So there's a link to the.
If this works, maybe this is something we want to incorporate into our weekly meetings. Maybe everyone, every meeting, someone could put their post and we'll all repost it and do the same thing if we get good leverage off of it. That's my thinking.
That's a great suggestion. Thank you. So everybody, there's a link in the chat. You can just click on the link and it'll open the post in LinkedIn, and then you can repost it using your own LinkedIn page. Thank you, Phil. Bob, you got your screen. And everybody, let's let Bob take it away, take it home.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome. If you resize your screen to fit all the talking heads, make sure you minimize that so you can see Bob's screen full size. Thank you. You're muted, Bob.
All right, can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. And on the left-hand side is people you know, accountability stats, that kind of stuff. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So over here on the left-hand side, it says Referral Wizard. So I'm going to click on that. Okay. And you have two ways. You can look by vocation on the left and the right for people to introduce, or which 90% of the people use is you do an override, a direct to direct. So I'm going to introduce Eric Dickens right here to Scott Harrell. Have you guys met yet? Had a one-on-one?
We're besties.
You besties. Okay, so all you do is you put the name on the left and the name on the right, and you say search member to introduce, select member who will receive the introduction. You then click on show referral summary. And all I have to do is hit enter, preview, clicked on that, send, off it goes. So what happens is it goes into an admin screen, and then Marie and myself review it for accuracy, and then we send it out. So that, look, if you go into Google and you type in importance of referrals, you're going to see articles. I think the second article down is by Forbes magazine, and that was done in 2021. They did it a number of years before, saying the same thing. Referrals are so vitally important for your business. So if you're not giving enough referrals, then you need to think about how to get. When you give referrals, you get referrals. BNI has over 200,000. Everybody familiar with BNI? BNI has over 200,000 members, okay, worldwide. If you join BNI, Business Network International, you pay an annual fee, and you're given training courses on how to give referrals. And if you don't give referrals, you get kicked out of the group and you lose the money that you put in initially. So you're required to go to I think it's three training courses, which I did years ago. But BNI has the best motto in the world, givers gain. So rather than just simply calling people, you want to give them something of value. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
So the first thing it helps you do is take your foot out of your mouth and help people. You know, givers gain is their motto. And when you're helping people, rather than calling somebody up and trying to sell them, which is an absolute horrific mistake to make, because most people get turned off when they get asked to do business with them immediately. So Dr. Ivan Meisner started BNI over 40 years ago, and his psychologist was my client, a guy named Doc Barham, and that's where I learned about BNI, and it makes sense. I mean, I'd love to hear some comments from people as to your thoughts on that. Anybody want to comment?
Most of my business is all done by referrals, and it helps my business grow, so it's true.
Great. Anybody else?
I would just say, Bob, that I found that if you want to make a referral, sometimes when you go in there, if the contact, the person you want to introduce or that you're going to introduce to, it's not in there, you need to enter the information in that contact information into Mycity, and then you can go ahead and make that referral. So, I'm starting to do that. Find somebody within our network, within Mycity that's on the list there, but it may not, if you don't have the name already in there, it's not going to make the, so just a heads up, you might have to enter a name and that data first.
Very, very valid point. So if you need help with this, I'm more than glad to help. If you need my staff entering in the information, the phone number, email address, the location, if that's important, well, it is important no matter which way you slice the bread. And the website address. When you enter that information in there, you could then go to the referral wizard and you use that to create that referral. If you need help with this, don't be afraid to give me a call. I am here to help, and my staff is here to help. So I think maybe not all of you have heard this, but in October of 2018, LinkedIn pulled a major league no-no with me. Up to that point, when anybody request a download of their LinkedIn connections? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, so when you request a download of your LinkedIn connections, in the old days, you used to get all that information. Now all you get is name and vocation. You don't get an email address, you don't get anything else. So I went out and I hired a number of people to start doing research of your connections for that vital information. Once you get that, that is invaluable to you. I don't know about you, but has anybody used the CRM system on Mycity? I'm not seeing.
Yes, sir, I have. I enjoy it very much. I've been using it all week, Mr. Bob.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So the key to this is my favorite expression is data is the new oil. And if you're not using your data wisely, then what happens is it doesn't complete everything. So in Mars system, we try to enter the person's name, the business name, the vocation, the phone number, the email address, the location, website address, and then you could also take notes in the Mycity system. And from there, you can also set reminders. So there's a built-in CRM system in Mycity, and I'm kind of curious how many scheduled. I have oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 follow-ups for today that I will either call them, email them, send a social media message, LinkedIn, or whatever the case may be, and do the follow-up. Well, you know what? There's so many people out there that do not have a CRM system that they're using. How many of you are using a CRM system?
I am.
Are you? Okay. So, like I said, anybody else?
Yeah.
2,
Yeah, I
3.
am.
I am.
Okay, so you got a fair number of people that are using a CRM system, but there's also people that are not. And the key to this is what did you call it, Scott? Not management system. It's a oh shoot. It's a follow-up system that you want to use, right? That you contact and set your priorities to talking to people, right? Am I right?
Yes, I think you called it your NAG system.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well, yeah, I also have another piece. It's called the 3-touch system that I wrote. I went to a presentation by a professor at UCLA probably 4 or 5 years ago. And in that meeting, he said, if you touch people, interact with them 3 times in like a 30-day period, then what happens is you can take them from prospect to relationship to sale or referral partner. So I then went out and wrote another software, had written another system called the 3-touch system. And it's a quote unquote, it's a nag or bitch at you system that if you're not following up, then shame on you, because that's emotionally, that's what people do. Now, I can't remember what this professor was. I don't remember if he was a psychologist or what he was at UCLA, but if you're not following up with people, and today it's harder, isn't it? You finding it harder to be in touch with people? Anybody finding that?
No, actually the tools make it easier, but I got more people to follow up with, so it's harder in that sense. But
very true.
It's hard to reach people by phone. Yeah, like phone call, phone tag is like just a waste of time.
Yeah, that's my experience too, Scott.
So many people on social media aren't good at growing their business, and they're wondering why. Well, as they say, the devil's in the follow-up. And if you're not following up with people, what I do is I will try to follow up with somebody, a number of times. We send out messages through social media, and if they're non-responsive, I delete them. Simple as that. Why have a connection that is not going to at least talk to you? So, anybody here use Calendly?
I use it.
It's in my system.
But do you use it?
My CRM uses Calendly, so it's all in there.
Beautiful. Even Calendly, I have people that don't even show up for the meetings. They want to have a meeting with you, but then they don't follow up. So look, we have a very ADD society now. It's just staying on track is half the battle. Agreed? And
Yeah, Bob, I'm gonna jump in real quick. I find kind of what you're sharing and talking about is, we have more technology, which is supposed to make everything easier for us, which it does. But unfortunately, where if it's like 7 seconds, your resume, if you between the time someone picks it up and gets the trash can, if you can't capture them, it's gone. It's game over. So in our marketing and everything, 30-second commercials, we're just so. If we can't get you, and that sound comes up brighter and louder when it goes to commercial, they got to get your attention. So our marketing, unfortunately, we have to figure out better ways to capture that audience. And at first, whatever, before they click and find the next YouTube video to watch, it's got something bigger and bolder and brighter than what you're offering. Is that's really what you got to get the attention and hopefully keep their attention. And that's the challenge. But unfortunately, we have to kind of go there to get our message, and it takes more than 30 seconds to make it happen.
You bet. You bet, but don't give up. That's really the most important thing.
Oh, yeah, they love it.
You cannot, somebody mute themselves, because we're getting some feedback. If you're not doing the discipline of growing your business and how you do it, contact, it's all about people, right? It's all about people. So being in touch with people just becomes absolutely vital, that you do follow-ups. If I have their mobile number, I will send them a message on LinkedIn. And if they don't respond to that, I'll send them a text message if I have their mobile number. And I'll try to call them and all that stuff. But at some point, if they're not worthy or they're not using the system, some kind of system, they're going to fail. Unless they got everybody coming to you. All right, I'm done. It's 9 o'clock. Anybody has any final comments they want to make?
Just great meeting. Wonderful to see everyone this morning.
You bet.
I will say, Alan Holmes didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody, so.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's Scott. I love my Scott. I don't know if you can hear me. I've been on the phone and been on the computer all the time, but I just want to finally say, great meeting. Nice to see y'all, like Paul. Nice to see you, Corey. And as far as what I do, everybody knows I'm a lot of the collaborating, connect, and network, and been using Mycity all week, and getting a lot of follow-ups on it. So everybody definitely go on the back office of Mycity and use the referral wizard, and you see what the magic of this amazing group is.
I'll say this.
Thank you so much.
I'll say
guys.
this about Alan. He puts in more referrals in our system than anybody else. And like, he connects me to a lot of people. And when I call them, talk to them, they all shout out what a great guy he is.
Yeah, I'll second that. Alan, thank you very much for the referrals and the support there, buddy. Really appreciate it.
Feeling the love.
You're welcome, my friend.
So I appreciate
Scott,
all of
thanks a
you.
lot,
Thanks for hanging until even after 9 o'clock. And I appreciate it. We had another great meeting. So and I'll talk
You
to
bet.
some of you in the next coming days. I look forward to that.
Fantastic.
Everybody.
Signing off.